Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, this is normally coming up to quitting time, but here we are at starting time. Can I just open this up by saying, man, I don't much care for daylight savings time. Like, okay, why do we still do this? Why? Like, everyone always says that not every year, twice a year. Everyone says that. Well, they say it less the second time, just because you get an hour. You get that hour back. Here you go, have a free hour. But everything's still all wonky because now your pets are there like, hey, it's time to feed me, and you're like, no, it's not. But yeah, slight losses to exactly what to play tonight. I'm not necessarily feeling super great. Just chatting, night of sarcasm. Well, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Thing is, I'm not feeling super duper great, so I knew that I'd feel better if I streamed. Wizard is never late. Fair enough. Do what do. Always exactly. What's the damn line? Damn it! I didn't watch enough Lord of the Rings or read. Well, then again, not reading is just kind of my thing. I didn't even play enough Lord of the Rings video games. Man, I got some good games too. I got some good games. Like, even the worst Lord of the Rings games are just like okay, low quality licensed game. Like, there's no real Gollum. There's a bad Lord of the Rings game. I just wasn't thinking about it because I haven't played the dang things. I'm not super involved. Not super duper involved. I'm not there like a new Lord of the Rings game is out and I gotta get it. I know all the EDF games, even the ones that didn't come out in America, like EDF Tactics. I know that and approximately where it came out, and the fact that a lot of people were like, "This kind of sucks," and it never actually left Japan. Like, I'm sure fans of Tactics games are fine with EDF Tactics. It's just fans of EDF aren't necessarily playing it for a turn-based strategy game. Just, we'll bring our gigantus tank over 3 tiles here and fire at that unit of giant ants. Let's roll the dice to see how that went. We did 12 points of damage. Fantastic. Oh, they're returning the acid spray. Now, that's strong against the armor, but fortunately, ants themselves are kind of weak. We're not thinking about the tactics. They would like blow up, boom, bugs go, boom, boom, boom. There we go. There we go. A good time was had by all. Probably. I don't know. Did you guys have a good time? Maybe. Someone had a good time. I'm not sure exactly who. My bitrate on Twitch is unstable. It says it's ass. I'm literally not even playing anything. How is... Let's see. Is it just Twitch being weird? Because OBS it's fluctuating like a little bit down and up, but it's being a relatively stable 6 megabits a second. So why is Twitch telling me that my bitrate is unstable and it's got the little red line and it's like you're smooth and smooth like I can't believe it's not butter. I don't know, maybe Twitch is just being weird in other ways, like telling me that things are crappy when they're not. And don't mind me, I'm just here like doing AI image generation. And by that I mean I've got it, thing is telling me that I'm not allowed to make anything the whole fucking way. It's just they're like, no, sorry, no. You see, Polta, she wants to get on that Project Eve, like that Stella Blade stuff going on. So she wants to make a Stella Polta, and I'm like, I could help with that. While it's been doing that to me, she's been doing it herself, and she's like, I found the perfect one, you don't gotta worry, I'll send that to you later, you can clean it up. Can't make an image of Shrek making out with Mario? Probably can't. Probably can't because of the making out part. Shrek and Mario also are negative ones because they are copyrighted images, and they just had that big update. Well, not just. They had that a few months back on Bing, where they took down the ability to use copyrighted images. Like, people were using Bing to make Mickey Mouse and Daffy Duck, like, fly into the Twin Towers. So Disney had issues with that, and so they were like, hey, you gotta get that stopped. And they mildly stopped the flying into the Twin Towers part, but they mostly stopped the having Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck do it. Now you gotta, like, weasel around trying to describe Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck inside of a large flying contraption that is hurtling towards a structure of steel and glass. Now you gotta weasel around the description, but you can still kind of sort of do it sometimes. But dear God, if it thinks that something might be a little bit too feminine, then it's like, is what it's always like trying to generate bolters. Hello, Kron. Hey, Decker. Wanted to apologize. My lady and I were disruptive last night. We had a couple of drinks, hence Alligator Ass, which is actually a Steven Seagal song, so sorry if we bothered you. It's alright, it's alright. We was just having fun playing Shenmue, chilling and just enjoying ourselves. I was a little confused, but... And I don't... hey, Sparkles, hey, you got any plans? Because I'm here like, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing tonight? All I knew is that it would be a really good idea to stream and talk to people, because that is still very good for the whole mentalness. And I've spent a little too much time on Twitter today, and it's really fucked that up, so... So, is chatting? Okay, works out. Shrek is not too feminine, Shrek is just feminine enough. Alright, alright. I can see that. God, it's unsafe image content detected. Yo, sorry. What we made is not... We think it might be a little bit... No, so let's just not. Like, just try again. Try again. Wait it out. See if it makes something. And then if it does, I'll take it over to Photoshop and clean it up and be like, hey, there we go. There we go. You know, the fun thing is there are some image generators out there that are a lot more loosey-goosey. But Bing uses DALL-E 3, which is a much better generator. It can make some very nice looking polters. It can. Most others, like I have I got an account on Dream Studio that uses stability, that uses a stable diffusion, which had a recent update, but it's still not really like super great. It's touchy in a lot of its own ways. And Bing, you can do that shit for free. But you just gotta deal with it telling you the whole... taking forever, and it telling you the whole way through that you're nasty trying to create unsafe images. Can seemingly find one that is approved for commercial use. Well, in the usage... in the legalese on the Bing image creator, they specify that you are perfectly allowed to use these for commercial reasons. Like, you own this image. You're just held by a tight leash. Like, you're not allowed to make that kind of crap, you sick bastard. And if we think you did, then we're gonna tell you how bad of a person you are. In the meantime, it has actually generated and sent us polters with bare asses and tits out. So that's why I don't have it up, because there's a little risk of the little TOS right there. Stable diffusion really hates fingers and toes. Yeah, it really can't seem to figure out 5 per appendage. Bing, the DALL-E 3 is better with that, but that's not to say that it doesn't have its own issues. And then I have to go into Photoshop, and I'm not a great artist. I don't go in and like draw stuff and do the shading and all that. I'm using Photoshop's AI to clean it up. So when I have to take an image that is like nice except the hand, and then figure out how the hell I'm going to tell the AI to make a better hand using an AI model. Like Photoshop, I don't know which model they use, but it's not good. It's really not. It's great at removing things from pictures. Usually. A lot of times it'll still try and figure stuff out. If you're trying to, if you got a picture of a guy on a couch, and you're just there telling Photoshop, like, select the guy, generate default, just remove the guy. Just leave me the couch, remove the guy. Photoshop will consistently, in that scenario, think there's a guy-shaped hole on this couch. What goes there? A guy! And it's a little frustrating sometimes in that sense. AI is wild. I found Copilot of all things to be surprisingly good. Well, Copilot, that's the Windows that's integrated with Bing. That's using DALL-E 3. So yeah. But Copilot, you also use the AI language model to describe what you want to the AI for it to interpret it that way. So maybe that other layer of interpretation has something to do with that. So does AI excel at being advanced Photoshop? I don't know. I'm not very good at Photoshop at all. So I'm using it as a crutch, and I've never learned to walk. That's my problem. But I can't even like do that on stream and turn this into a not really art stream because I'm not even getting anything out of this. But there are some AI generators. Oh, we finally got something. I can't. Maybe can I use this? I'd have to generate so much else. It would be so difficult. Got something. Now, like I said, I'm trying to get a Poulter / Project Eve, like, Stella Blade kind of icon for Charlie, for Poltergimp. And here's what we got out of that. Now, right off the bat, she has an extra finger over here, or over here, depending on which finger is extra. She's got another fingernail coming out of that finger. But the overall aesthetic, I think, is pretty good. It's clear that this is definitely pulling from images of Stellar Blade to, because that's a little too on the nose right there. Got that going down. I usually would like to keep the face clean, but I like the effect of that, and it is symmetrical. So, but we got some hair growing out here that, like, it starts off here and then it widens for some reason, so that's a bit of an issue. And of course it goes too high, too wide, and the bottom is missing. Because everything always comes out in squares here. But we got something. Let me download that real quick. Tell it to make another one. And let's get some photoshopping going on. Okay, let's see. It's opened up on the other window. Let's bring it over here. Bring it over here. Let's see. Downloads. Okay. Alright. So, time for me to work my I don't really have it, but whatever magic. Now, first of all, we've got to do something about the borders. This image is too zoomed in, got a great detail, but Polta's icon, she has to have a head. Things have to end naturally and not just be cut off. So, I'm going to go into the canvas size, and let's give it 200 more there, 200 more on each side there, 100 more on top and bottom. Okay, there we go. That should be nice. Now select up to a little bit of the actual image. Then we gotta go get the generative fill going on. Where the heck did my generative fill go? Why did it go all the way over there? Okay. What would I like to generate? Just based on the pixels around it, what do you think belongs there, Photoshop? What do you think? What do you think? Random horns. I mean, I could, but that's not what we're going for. But I could show you what it's like. It's not like I can't undo it. Okay, that looks like ass. That looks like ass. That looks like ass. Let's try again. And we'll just kind of keep doing that. It shouldn't have too hard of a time doing this. That's not bad. That's bad. Okay, I think I could clean this one up further. I do some advanced stuff here. Okay, first I want to just select this part that I want to be gone. Go around here, now up and around and down. While we're at it, I don't want it to think that I don't want that to be. So let's unselect this. There we go. Now generate over that. Okay. Extra finger, just say she's related to the girl from the Grand Theft Auto 4 art. Was there a girl in the Grand Theft Auto 4 art with an extra finger? Getting there. Actually, I think that's pretty good right there. It's gonna be a little weird with that and there, so let's just flatten the image there. And then I'm just gonna go in here, select this area shaded like I don't want. And we can clone stamp that right in there. And shaboom. Maybe clean that up a little bit further in a bit. I don't know. But. Point is, gotta get the rest of this going. So get this just right over here. Ah, dang it. There we go. All right. Boom. I'm not an artist, but I play one on Twitch. Okay, that's all messed up. That's a little wonk. That's okay, but I'm probably gonna have to just need that. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. This goes out a little wonky wonk. Let's go in here. Be like, hey, could you mind not being all that wonky wonk? Now her hair looks like she has a huge chunk of loose hair on the left versus a ponytail. I mean, in theory, yes. But she always looked like that. Like, that was just from the base. Hello, DO90. That's probably the best right there. Okay, so this back here looks like it's probably going to be risking to just go over the entire... Like, I want it to end. I want it there to be a natural stop point. And I don't think there will be. I think there needs to be a second ponytail root of the... Oh! It looks like it's actually doing a semi-natural stop point there. That looks a little frizzy. Leave that for now. Let me see. We go, hey. How about a little bit of the, all over the place? Yeah. Will it generate hair to go boom and just flow a bit more that way? Be back in a few, about to leave for work. Want to ask you how you and Charlie met? Uh, hmm, hmm, hmm. Here we go. Charlie and I met online. Now, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. This part. Trying to... Hands, legs, this nice detail here. This is where it all falls apart in Photoshop. Let's start this off by making her a lot taller and changing this into a normal layer so we can move her up here. Now, if we just go in here and be like, just generate something, I'm certain it's going to look like ass. Like, sadly, not like her actual ass. Just terrible, terrible bad. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be like that. That's not good. That's arguably worse. That is... You see, this is where it all kind of falls apart, is when you're trying to add a whole lot of detail that's not there. Then Photoshop AI is trying to figure something out, and you find out just how much the AI really is not good at that. Fell apart for you today when you got into details? If I add the prompt like sci-fi white bodysuit with black circuitry legs. Maybe. 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 I gave it some ideas of what we're working with here, but now... That's sadly like the best one it's done, and it looks wonky as hell. Okay. Make her a centaur? That might actually work out better. It doesn't look as bad as I think. Fortunately, you never see Poulter's feet. One without shoes. Oh, you got... This leg here looks almost okay, but like you got the nice detail out of Bing AI here, and then you got the kind of rough and melty lines out of Photoshop AI. But so you got this leg here going there, so it... This leg should be sticking further down that way. Okay. So, that problem is called the amount of space that I've allocated for the legs is not enough. Let's... That's probably going to be too much. We got to figure out exactly how much is enough. There we go. There we go. Take part from one generation and paste it to another? In theory. Sci-fi white bodysuit with black circuitry legs. There we go. Both not really arts, more like punching a machine until it starts sparking in the way that you're trying to make it. Huh. It's not as bad as it could have been. But here it's like that's clearly going that way, and then it decided the leg needs to go down that way. I kind of like that. They're like, how do we reconcile the shape of this leg? I got it. Now, since this would be a corner polter, like I said, the legs don't have to look... They don't have to be amazing. They don't. That's like an S written on drawn on a. It just looks like a 14-year-old boy trying to draw like his anime waifu, and that's how he drew the S. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. You see, that's almost an interesting idea it had there. Maybe specifically sitting down or sitting cross-legged. I think cross-legged would probably be our best bet. It almost did a good hand there. And I still gotta fix that hand. You see, that's a bad hand right there. That is a... Let's get a good look at that. Beautiful AI hands. Oh. Sitting cross-legged. Let's see what that like. Oh, wait, just a ding-dang old minute here. That's not bad. The hand is almost okay, too. Almost. Not a great hand, but I mean, look at that. All right, let's see. There, we got an extra finger on that one. That's just a mess. That's okay for a hand from Photoshop. That's just a blur. That's... Oh, there we go. We got the tangly fingers here. We got the tangly fingers. And the what is a leg shaped like? But this? You know what? Lock it in. Lock it in. Now, that does mean like... Oh, okay. That makes this, from the original generation, that didn't look bad at all, now not match that leg position in the new generation that looks at least okay. So let's just see about getting rid of it. This should be a much simpler, easier job. We're just telling it to clean that up, make it look like the stuff around it. It shouldn't have an issue doing this. There we go. I wonder, can we make her ass look slightly more assy? That can be a problem in Photoshop. It likes to judge you. It likes to judge you when you're using the generative fill. Leg? No, oh, sorry. Sorry, that's against the guidelines. I can't say leg just by itself. Excuse the fuck out of me. Generate something then, asshole. Ugh. Okay, that's not... Oh, wait, over here? Well, that's more of what I'm going for here. Now, that doesn't look right there. Okay, lock that in. Let's see if we can do something about this. Nice badunkadunk. I'm trying. Trying to punch the image generator until it makes a nice looking badunkadunk. Art stream? Well, it started off as just chatting, but this is what I was kind of doing in the background. And so it kind of merged into that when I finally got something out of Bing to work with. It always annoys you when in anime when it tries to look up the skirts. It's just fan service. Service in the fans. Okay, can we get something about this weird bit going on here? Not quite the best shape for a shin. Let's tell it to try again on that part. See what else it could do with that shin bone. Oh, you thought I started a forest fire? Oh no, that was just a random picture I had of from something like, oh no, that ain't good, that ain't good, that ain't right. Almost there. Let's try some more generations, see what it can do. We got to do something about that hand too. Like, it's really bothering me. But at least, you know, the legs and such kind of came out okay-ish. Kinda. I feel like that's about the best that's gonna be. But I do need to... I could probably just draw that my damn self. There we go. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. That's a bit much there. That's going up there. That should be, like, around there in order to... Okay. And we decaf a bit. Alright. I'm taking all the shortcuts. But am I working on my VTuber model? This is just... Well, I'm probably not even going to be... Oh, that's... No. But I was... we use Bing AI for the polters. So, it's generally what I've done. That is just... No. No. That is wrong. How you get that so wrong? Photoshop, what do you do? It's supposed to have a... I can't tell you that I want to make a leg. I can't tell that to you, because you're judging me. Okay. My biggest problem. Actually. I might. And that's a bit more advanced, but I might just be able to go and select that part and that forearm, move that slightly further in to try and decrease the length of that leg. And I have to do something to try and clean up there. And, of course, redo the hand. Okay, so which fingers are we keep? Which ones stay and which ones go? Well, first of all, we gotta do something about this extra fingernail coming out of this fingernail. Let's get rid of that. Just a bit. There we go. That so much nicer. So much nicer. That. Okay. I feel like this one would be the easiest to get rid of. Go in here very precisely. Come on. I'm holding space by you, son of a bitch. Boom. And now let's see. Man, I've been putting a lot of effort into trying to spend less time making this shit. You got a big fucking finger there, come to think of it. Like, that's a big old thickums. What do we do with the big old thickums? I don't know what to do with the big old thickums right there. There's some thickums going on. I mean, it still looks better than that hand. Either way, I'm not necessarily going to be able to do anything with that anyway.
But it was all just a dream!
Front blocked. Front blocked. Decker gives up on generating better hands and just starts inputting motherfucking chainsaw hands. Oh, I'm not allowed to do motherfucking chainsaw hands. Yes, I don't think I am. Let's see. Pretty sure it's gonna just complain to me if I try and give her motherfucking chainsaw hands. Like, a chainsaw covering, like, as much space as possible with a chainsaw. No. Chainsaw hands. Oh, it's actually trying to do chainsaw hands. I thought it was going to tell me right away, like, this is against our guidelines, you sick bastard. You sick son of a bitch. How dare you. Okay, well, that's not exactly what I was going for, but, you know, you do you, Photoshop. Thank you, Vander. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Oh, geez. Do I not have the... Oh, that's right. Okay, I have my alert box on here, but I don't have it on the other scene. Oh, geez. So at that moment, I didn't see the alert. Okay. So, now comes the interesting. If I were to... Right. Okay, I got this. What we gotta do is very precisely go all the way down this particular line and fix a little issue with the AI not knowing exactly how long legs should be, or where they should go, or what the hell is even doing. But if we go as far as we can, okay. Getting tense. Once these mess up, you don't know what's going on. Everything's screwed. Okay. Almost. Okay, and with that, and move this to about where that leg should be. Right? And then we can select that, inverse selection, move it over here. Not quite what I was trying to do. Okay, first. There we go. That. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. You're trying out the image creator now? You've been influenced? Sorry about that. So that... Move that leg over to where that leg makes a little more sense as a leg. Whew. Hello, Aaron Elliott. Hello. I'm just making a fool out of myself as I do. Okay. Now we can see about filling in the gaps that were created that shouldn't be. And is not this precise. Years a gaming. Years a gaming. Yeah, I like the line on that best. Let's lock everything in place. Now here we got, of course, a bit of a problem. Okay. See if we can convince it to make some hair right there. It may not, I'm not sure. I mean, kinda. That's okay. Let's try again. Let's try again to see what we get. Oh. Do I pay for the Pro on Bing? Or, like, I don't on Bing. Adobe, like, this I do pay for with the Creative Cloud, but that's just because, you know, it's the Adobe suites. Oh, they'll the boosts you get are only boosts on Bing. The you can still continue generating past that. It's just it'll be. I think that was probably our best bet right there. Yeah. It'll be slower. I'm using Adobe right now. This is main thing was generated on Bing. Okay. Let's see if we can convince it to make a better hand. Oh, hand. Oh, God. Oh, no. We might be stuck on this one for a while. We might have a slight problem in this particular. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, man. Baby doll hand. I don't know if that'd be better or worse. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is just. Okay. We are having a fantastic time. Glory be the hand generation. Also, if anyone has any games that they'd like me to fire up right now, please tell me. This is. This is not fantastic. Overlord Unicorn. Oh, what the hell is that? Yeah, also, I don't know Overlord. What games do I have? I got games. I got games. This game of Bing and Adobe is very good. Oh, hey, wait, just a ding-dang old minute here. Ladies' hand. Ladies' hand. Maybe it'll stop trying to do monster hands. Ladies' hand. She's a lady. She has hands that are very ladylike. Ah. You know, that's probably the best one we're gonna get. Let's try another one. Salad fingers. This isn't AI art. It is AI art. That's entirely AI art. I'm doing AI generation right now trying to get hands. That's the problem. It's AI. I probably could have learned how to draw hands by now instead of trying to get an AI to do it. Oh, nightmare fuel. Oh, nightmare fuel. Jesus Christ. What is with the giant finger? Oh. I got the base piece from Bing image generation, and I've been modifying it using Photoshop's AI. Okay, it's a lady hand, so put flowers on it. That makes it pretty. What the hell? That's the wrong hand, right? Yeah, that's the left hand on the right arm. Why giant finger? Why giant finger? Why giant finger? Back, my wife and I met about the same time you and Charlie met. That's why I was frustrated you two aren't yet, life and all. Well, that's... What the fuck is that? Not angry, just concerned? I've been using the AI image generation. I don't call it art. It's just image generation. And I've been open about it. I know that there's more than a little... Ah, that hand's just too small. There's more... I know there's plenty of voice out there against the use of AI. But I'm also... Well, generally, like, mostly what we've been using the AI for is to make little characters for Charlie for her streams. Started just because it was we ain't got no damn money to pay an artist, so still wanted to have something of decent quality, and Bing started using Dolly 3, which actually did produce some pretty good results. Then, after we got started on that, Charlie, my fiance, she streams as Poltergimp. But then after getting that going, we figured, you know what, if we're going to be using AI, we may as well lean into the strengths of that and actually have... Like, AI doesn't make the top quality art, but it does pump out shit pretty quickly. Okay. Okay, I don't think it's all grayed out now. So what was the best hand I got? I think I either don't have enough RAM or I don't have enough allowance to use the AI generation today to get any more hands. What was the hand we started with? Yeah, salad fingers. There's AI models that pay artists for art that's used in generation so they can get compensated. Yeah, if they're using, I mean, of course they are. That's how the AI works. That's one of the biggest ethical concerns with AI is it has to be trained on something, and therefore that is just a straight up hand. Like, but that's not the style. Ugh. But sadly, that's probably the best looking one out of the bunch. Now, fortunately, I mean, I say that this would be like, okay, fortunate. The fortunate thing is that we're not going to be using this one anyway. I'm just kind of practicing. Let's lock that one in. Now, do I have the allowance to continue, or is it? Oh. Okay, it seems to still be going. Okay. I think if I were to use AI, I'd save the image and weed out all the mistakes and stuff. Yeah, that's generally how we've been going about it. Is because like the image we started with was this. Ah, come on. This is what we got out of the Bing image generator. So it cut off there, cut off there, cut off there, and cut off there. And that's why, we were missing a hand. We got extra fingers there. I worked to fix that. After creating the legs, this was a little too far to the left. See there? So I had to take that and just move it over. So, change the nail polish. Yeah, that's probably the best bet right there. Let's just say, hey, why don't you get some black nail polish? Why the hell am I doing it with generation? That's a stupid idea. I should just take the dang brush tool and be like, hey, there we go. We're gonna go with this route. Let's just, there. I'm an artist. Look at me. I don't know. Ugh. Our nails are a bit long. They tend to be long on Bing generations. And they also tend to not all stay put. Okay. I did my MS Paint job there. Is that non-destructive? Is what non-destructive? Anyway. Last bit of thing, like, everything seems to be about what I'd be like, okay, that's good. So now time to remove. Oh, well, hold up. Oh, there we go. All right. Trying to remove more than I want. Go and select. I don't want it to remove. Or unselect. Unselect. There we go. So yeah, the final bit of the PNGTuber designing is to just get a nice clean background. That's where all these little frizzies can be a little bit annoying. This tends to produce a nice more a cleaner kind of cut to it. It doesn't create as many jaggies somehow. Like when I delete with that, it adds a little bit of transparency to the cuts. So that's nice. Okay. Boom, shaboom, shaboom, shaboom. Shaboom. More of a highlight, but I don't think it's... Okay. Get in here. Right. Now the shadows are always annoying whenever they're there. Because if I try and go in with this and just go like that, it tends to make much harsher edges. A little bit of transparency there, but not enough. So, for that, it's best to go in with the little polygonal select tool. That's there like that. Okay, so that's AI got a little weird there. But hey, I can't complain too much. Oh no, the AI didn't do every single step for me. Woe is me. Get that in there. Boom. Let's see, get that here. Shaboom. Let's see. Paid the like tax and just wanted to say thank you. I've been watching your videos for so many years. I feel like you're that friend that watches bad movies so you don't have to. Thank you. Thank you. I still got to finish the editing on the Killer Sofa review. That's another thing that's been bothering me today. Like I said before, at the beginning, like I was saying it before I started the stream, and of course no one heard that part. But at the beginning of the stream, I was mentioning that I just wasn't feeling so great, which is why I wasn't. I'm not here with a game ready, like, oh yeah, here we go. But I knew I'd feel better as soon as I start streaming, so here we are.
What's this?
Oh, thank you, Sparkles. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's why I'm missing my my alerts. That I just realized. I just realized why I'm missing my alerts. It's fortunate I caught it by the out of the corner of my eye. But yeah, now here I want to keep that, so I'm gonna have to go in here and manually make sure there's a cut so that it does not select that when I use the magic wand tool. Boom. Okay. And there we have just a basic, not even going to be used, but an AI-generated polter. It only took me like about 40 minutes of telling Bing to make me something before it finally did, and it didn't tell me, sorry, we detected the character you're making is too sexy, and therefore you're not allowed to see it. Have I ever avoided reviewing a movie because a person has already done a review that I like? I used to worry about that a bit when I was starting to do movie reviews, but after enough time of just making movie reviews and getting comfortable in my own style, I don't worry about that whatsoever. I can hear someone else has done a review. I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I'll just do mine. I won't even look at theirs. Like I might look at theirs, but I might not. I don't. It's like I already am confident enough that I'm going to have my own things to say because I have my own opinions, and I am very assertive with that. So, yeah, it's. I used to be concerned, like, okay, who's done this review? Who's done that review? What do I do here? Okay, so we got a little bit of an issue here. There's a hole in her face. So let's get back to AI generation. AI, fix that hole. YouTube decided to finally share the Color Out of Space Nicolas Cage review yesterday after 2 years. Oh, geez. Let's see, which one looks better from afar? No. Stop that. Blurry, smudgy, little grainy. Let's try again. Although, if this would be used in a stream, it would be about, like, something about that big over there. Actually, probably a little smaller. Like that's about the size. That's about the size. That's about the size it would be. So I guess my concern over that much detail is a little misplaced. But oh well. That fat finger. Never mind. Yeah, it is a pretty fat finger. Let's see if we can do anything about the fat finger, just for posterity. Ends up the finger. Okay, I think I have an idea. Got finger there, but we have weird spots here. And that should be face. Gotta be shaded face. And therefore, now I got this here. And on the other side of this, we should probably see her hair. So, there we go. Little face and hair there. Maybe that face is a little more. That could be thumb. I don't know. She's supposed to be that big. I'm being all concerned about how to get every last pixel looking as good as I can. I'm taking all the shortcuts in the world to do it. I may as well. In the meantime. That was just the standard little clone stamp. Like, that wasn't... I wasn't using the AI tricks at that moment.
Nerd!
I could still... Even without this, I could still kind of hear that. I could still kind of hear it, Josh. Okay, let me see. Did Bing make me anything else to play with? No. Bing made me being told me I'm a sick pervert and it doesn't like what I'm trying to do here. I don't think this is asking too much. Manga detailed drawing. Pale female ghost wearing a white sci-fi leotard bodysuit with black circuitry and high heels. Blonde hair with lime green tips and a tight long ponytail with bangs and ghostly blue eyes. Black leather choker. Hands on chin. Seems like it's a pretty standard kind of thing. Like, it made that. It made that. It was like, here you go. We got it. That's not bad. Here, take it. And then I'm like, oh, cool. Make another one. And it's like, no. No. How dare you? How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? You sick, perverted bastard. Now, in the meantime, if I want to be a sick, perverted bastard, there are, like, other generators I could use, but they're very difficult to make polters out of those. Like, I could get it to give me something every time. It's not gonna hold that against me. Problem is, the stuff that's trained on, polter's gonna be doing some stuff that I can't do on Twitch. Oh, jeez. Oh. Everything just started flashing around. Okay, so the last step to making a polter is to export it as PolterGimp 267. There we go. We've made a few polters. Just a few. And Charlie's made some of her own. Like, she's, sometimes they do come out clean enough out of Bing that you can just go into, what's the word I'm looking for here? You can go into Paint and just tell it, hey, remove that background. And it's like, okay. Like, here's one that I had to do a little bit of work on, because Paint didn't like it. But this is one that she's used recently. But yeah, Paint has the remove background tool right there. And shaboom. Now, I still had to go in and take out the shadow. Like, Paint doesn't do that too well. Sometimes it takes out part of the white shirt because it thinks that's background too. But Paint does surprisingly well when it comes to the edges. Like, the remove background tool is a bit more reliable than the one in Photoshop in terms of figuring out what's background and what's foreground. And it does a decent enough job making a soft edge when it does that. So yeah, that's a bit surprising to me that Microsoft Paint is actually a relatively decent make Decker emotes want ow my engine. The problem is on here how let's see. Text emoticon ow mine. No, that would be better to just make it my damn self, rather than try and get an AI to generate it accurately enough to be something I can actually use. Bing is here like, hey, oh, you want a lady wearing a bodysuit? You probably want to see her ass. Actually, I said I want her sitting in a wheelchair. You want her to be propped up on the side of that wheelchair showing you her ass. No. Oh, wait, there was... Let me see. I can go check my... Oh, wait, I don't even have to do that anymore. That's right, I got it set as my... I can go... Right. Where was it? Oh yeah. Bing had an idea here. Number one, I need to see her ass. Number two, her head is on backwards. We had a how on earth YouTube what are you watching? How on earth YouTube sent you here? Oh, I don't know, Jay. I just had no idea what to stream today, so I decided, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna stream whatever, and I happen to be doing AI bullshit in the background, and that ended up becoming in the foreground, and here we are. Oh, so yeah, got a nice collection of pulses, I'd say. Been working on some nice Dragon Ball ones. For some reason, it's been making them smoke. Do I remove that, or do I be like, no, that's a reference to Bulma? That Bulma smokes sometimes. She can smoke. Problem with this one is that she's facing the right, and I'd have to flip that, and we'd need to do something about the text in that scenario. I'd probably have to put in some actual work. Man. And also has a problem sometimes where it likes to make wings out of nowhere. That one's coming out of the back of the headrest. I think it's confused because of the word dragon. Oh, I like this one. Just devil right there. Like the angle for this one doesn't work out so great, but I just like it. I just like it. Bing wanted that ass so much it changed how spines work. Ah, yes. Yes. Gotta go into all my saved images to get it to scroll further than that. I don't know why it decided to go like weird CGI mode in that one. It's saying Dragon Ball style, Toriyama style. I was like, well, you didn't say drawn. Okay. You got me there. I got stuff for Dark Souls, trying to do stuff for Dark Souls. Got a lot of different variations, trying to work my way through them. Yeah. It looks like it blocked the prompt again. Alright, let's try it again. Watch it get carried away and make a full dragon / wheelchair amalgamation. Yeah, AI does that. If you ever try and generate an AI that has generate an AI image that incorporates like 2 or more subjects, it will always get confused, and it'll kind of swap parts between them, sometimes merge them all into one chimera of just monstrous. Like, no. There's definitely a lot of work that needs to be done to make AI a lot more like viable for actual things. There's a oh god, there wasn't it like Wizards of the Coast got caught? They put out a thing to like celebrate some kind of anniversary, something like some post to it, and they did it with a piece that was very obviously AI art, and they were called out for like they literally are supposed to hire artists. Like they get good artists. That's one of the things that you go to Wizards of the Coast for is good art. So they hire artists. But here they are with this big celebratory post with obvious AI art. And Wizards of the Coast doubled down like, I'll have you know, this art was made by a human. And so everyone responded to that with like zooming in on all the weird AI glitchy parts of it, like, so you're telling me a human forgot where the table ended and the background pipes began? You said, tell me a human melted this into that and just. Tell me a human gave them 17 fingers. Yeah, unsafe. Always freaking unsafe. That's the way. This is the AI art generation experience right here with Bing. Oh Oh, the Willy Wonka Glasgow event. Oh God, that was an example of AI being used for the worst kind of shortcut. Like it was. I don't like. Surely some of the people involved had to have figured out at some point that shit was not looking nearly as good as advertised. When you're rationing like 3 jelly beans a kid, that's it. Like there's a point where you're like, hey, maybe these plans, they're not exactly feasible. Maybe they aren't going to fucking work. Maybe our shitty little foam rainbow over there, amidst the rest of this fucking brick and mortar warehouse we're in, isn't quite enough compared to the shit we promised with our AI generated art. The actors were called in at last minute. Oh no, okay, so that explains why they didn't know. They were. Ooh, that is fucking shady as shit. That is shit. Like I was thinking, like, how do you make this kind of procession of mistakes with this many people involved? And then it's like, ooh, a lot of the people who would be there on the grounds and would see for themselves how fucked it is didn't get a chance before the doors were open. Fuck. God damn. Oh, hello. There we go. We got something. Something. Okay, she's got an okay amount of fingers. It's got a line of demarcation right there. That's gonna be... You see, this is closer to what I was going for. Thank you very much. Let's download that. And let's see what we can do. To clean that up. Okay, so we got a nice close-up there, but unfortunately, it's going to be very difficult to work with for the purposes that we're trying to, because that would involve getting a lot of generation going, and it's like, oh god, no. So, best case here is we gotta move her over a bit. And let's get a good chop. There we go. All right. There we go. Actors get the script less than 12 hours before it opened. And I heard about that script. Like, I only saw a little bit of it, but like they were literally, like, the script was AI generated, and it was so obvious because it was literally asking the actors to just do things that would make sense in a Willy Wonka movie, but aren't physically possible. You can't just act that. You can't just make magic happen. Like, no. This should be a pretty simple thing. It'll probably just make the rest of the hair there. I could probably make the rest of the hair on that side and probably the rest of that butt. This one might not be a terrible thing for the Photoshop AI to figure out. It made blue there for some reason. It made that. Okay, actually, I take that back. They had no brakes. The one guy escaped to his car, and the unknown was never told the event was over, so she kept acting way beyond. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, so I think that's my best bet. Let's see if we can just take care of that real quick. Get that there. Get the right color. Just paint over that. There we go. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And that right about it. I forgot to deselect first. I am a professional. There's a reason why I'm using AI art. Okay. Generate this, you son of a bitch. Okay. Alright. I feel like the first one, yeah, that's not, I feel like I gotta redo that one. That looks all kinds of, I say I gotta redo, and I mean, it's like, yep, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that one. AI it is, yes. Right there with you. Will literally never have the skill to make art and the quality I want by myself, and I lack the cash to pay artists. Well, it's not that, like, I would never, like, I'm trying to learn Japanese. It's not like that is a simple and quick. How many fingers does she have? Okay, actually, it's just wonky-ish. Like, she's got pinky, ring, middle, thumb not really there, finger there, and then other finger coming out of there. Okay, we've got some work to do on that, but we're gonna have to probably do some actual copying and pasting and moving stuff around rather than just working on the generation. Because last time we tried to generate a fucking hand. At least this hand's okay. This hand looks fine. She got her ears out, which usually with the polters we don't want, but because this is supposed to be kind of a ponytail with the... Well, I can't really tell too much. It's fine. Also, it's about $50 in American money for what, 10 minutes of walking around. Family of 4 paid almost $200 to walk around for 10 minutes. Oh. Tonight's the night, gonna play SnowRunner High. Oh god. Bet it on Twitch at the moment. Gonna be some good laughs for sure. I can imagine. Oh gee. Oh, I like how I like I like how she's got like the energy bar here and the zipper's like down to her boobs and it's just like energy behind that. Okay. AI knows what it's doing. Okay. Let's increase by... Okay, boom. Finish off the head. And you gotta... There's just the way that Photoshop image generation kind of like, if I just select right there, it's gonna act a little weirder and such. It'll probably not have the harsh line cutting off the... Yeah, sometimes it does that too. Okay, that's about what I'm looking for. Does this mean she has lots of energy or almost out? That's a good... Maybe it's like her super meter. Like, it's starting to build up, and as the more super it gets, the further down it goes, and then she unlocks her ultimate form. Gotta do something about that fucking hand. Okay. How do we thumb? But yeah, if you spend, like, just... There was, you know, if you want to be an artist, then just draw. That's as simple as it can be. It does help to have actual like lessons and research techniques and such. And it's always a lot better. Like, so many times I've been doing this and I've just had a simple idea, but I can't draw. Not to the quality we're going for anyway. And uh, it's just like, well, that's not happening. Lost your thumb and pinky is backward. Oh, yeah, you're right. The pinky is backwards. But that, the pinky can be short. Well, actually, I could. Right. Let's get the. Well, what if the thumb is just on. It looks like the thumb is there in a glove, but then the index finger's coming out of the thumb and is too long. Change the blue nail to flesh? Yeah. Select that area. Then do a nice clone stamp. That's wrong color. Sort of. Kind of better? Okay, okay. If we assume that her thumb is gloved, then that's fine. It does bring in the question of what the hell is going on with. Well, I mean, you just got weird glove. Weird glove. What number PSP are they on now? Used to use PSP 7. Oh, Photoshop. I don't know. I think they just started counting by year. Ah, dang it. Forgot to deselect again. Actually, let me see. What height? Let's go with the 2000. Let's see how the 2000 looking here. Yeah, it's probably going to be too long of legs. So if I try and generate this, it's going to make the legs too long. So if I'm there like, sci-fi white bodysuit with black circuitry, legs, high heels. What are we going to get out of that? Well, it ignored what I was trying to tell it, but it's a lot better than I thought it would be. I feel like that's doable right there. Try and see if it'll actually listen to me. The legs are kind of long, but Now to submit it to Rule 34 sites? Probably. uh. But yeah, it's like AI art versus drawing. I'd rather be able to just draw. I'd find that a lot more satisfying. I could, if I mean, there's all kinds of excuses for like, oh, well, I can't do it exactly like this, so why bother? It's like, but, it's still enjoyable. I like the act of drawing. There we go, 3 legs and a foot coming out of here for no reason. That's what we're going for. Go back to crossed legs and cut gap out. Which cross? I like that. Can be enjoyable, but like high quality 3D tier art kind of ruined you. Let's just double check for any kind of problems. Okay, her head's looking fine. She's got 2 ears. Nose looks okay. Blue eyes, check. Oka, check. Got the right amount of fingers. All right. Nothing hanging out that's not supposed to be. Thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. Okay. Okay. Just, You like draw a car and makes a 4-year-old doodle. uh I think this one's pretty good. I think we got a pretty decent one here. Okay. Okay. Let's finalize it. Okay. A little bit of crap around there I'm gonna have to take care of. Nothing around the head. This side looks easier to take care of, so I'll knock this out real quick. Come on, I'm holding the space bar, you son of a bitch. Line here could be changed. Yeah, I did. This one was a very lucky generation. Okay. Now this is going to be a little bit more difficult because we got wispiness going on. Never mind. I feel like I should just take that green out. Here we go. That's a proper thigh gap. All right. Didn't know I could do all this. I'm just using AI to take all the shortcuts in the world conspired. Taking that bit out. Oh, crap. Accidentally unselected. There we go. All right, all right. You see, that one was a lot easier than the last one, and I think that the results were better, but it's because it started from a source that was a lot closer to what I wanted in the first place. And in all that time, if I had, like I said, if I actually knew how to draw to this quality, I could have just been working on the perfect one. But hey, like the last one, I was just kind of doing it to be, because I enjoy the process of of getting something thrown together in AI. But I was, certain that it wasn't going to ever be used anyway. This one, there's a chance Polter might actually use it. I don't know. Hello, Valabish. Hello. Thank you. I hope so too. I really got to get that dang Killer Sofa review finished editing. Oof. Okay, let's finalize it. Poltergimp 268. Go. Now let's see. How does it look on a black background? Okay, there's still some... Yeah, we got crap going on there. I gotta smooth that out. This side looks okay. That's a bit... But yeah, the wispiness, that can be a bit annoying with the magic wand tool. Okay. Go in here with this. Gotta remove all that stuff. No more sad slants. My writer friend has removed all her writings from Google Drive because the new agreements state their AI can search the drive. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's part of the ethical concerns with using AI, because a lot of the companies, like even if you're there, like, no, I'm not trying to steal the work of someone else's. Like, yeah, well, the companies want to train their machines on whatever data they can get a hold of, and well, Microsoft, Google, Apple. I don't know if does Apple have an AI thing going yet? Probably, but Microsoft, Google, at least those two are like fighting at the front lines of the AI paradigm, and neither of them give a flying fuck about us. Like, no, it's the user experience that matters. Fuck the people. We got their data. We got them by the balls. We can do whatever the fuck we want with it. That's another reason why actually learning how to draw would definitely be better, especially in the long run. If it goes tits up and the world collapses, it's like, well, I could be drawn now, but hey, I never learned how. I was just dicking around with AI the entire time. Unfortunately for me, I do know how to draw a bit, but not this damn good. And Polter's standards are a little higher. Okay. Got a little floating piece there with all the wispy, so take that down. That's become one big floating wispy piece. All right. So. Hopefully get 268. Let's do that again. And now let's see. How has it updated? Okay. Yeah, that side's looking a lot less jank after the cleanup. Okay. But, of course, keep in mind, if Alter would ever actually use this, at best it would be like probably about there. That's actually a little big still. Still a bit big for Polter. Maybe that is about what you'd actually get, like, from Polter being there, like. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. Like that's just a little simulation. Give Unreal Engine 5.3 a go. Use line tool and morph. No. This is for Polta, for my fiance Charlie. She does the PNG tubing, so I put these together for her sometimes and have a little bit of fun doing it. Oh yeah, this. Let's see, where did close it already? I probably closed it. And where we started, what we ended up with. Not too far off. Not too far off. We started from a good base. And then they blocked the prompt. LA. Bolter with that character? Well, you see? Sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah. I never did get around to playing a video game today, did I? Yes, it is funny, the kind of the evolution of Polter. As it's kind of here on our little drive. Like, let's see. As we did start out with something that was actually drawn. It was actually drawn. And it cost money. And then Bing AI popped up, and just for the heck of it, Sally was there like, hey, what can I get out of this? And it was like, here you go. And she was like, well, okay, let's do that. Okay, that's, yeah, that's, the arm's kind of broken there. And I don't want to know just how hard it would be to get that pose working. That's not what I'm going for, exactly. Not quite. Not quite. And I'm pretty sure that would be a little bit too much for Polta. She wouldn't want to. She wouldn't want to have that be crop and rotated. Uh, she doesn't want to be ho-ter. Yeah. Started making other things. Started leaning more into getting the ghostiness going and such. And then she had one that she really enjoyed, and she was like, this is really good. We're finished. We did it. We're done. But the problem was, the AI generation bug had bitten us. It's a bit of like a gambling addiction there. Yeah, they're like, hey, give me something, and it's up to you, up to the AI, if it's actually going to give you anything decent. So it takes a lot of tries, and it's like, it's just one more, come on, just one more time. So you got hit by the AI generation bug, and then we were like, you know what? It's so easy to generate an AI character. What if, for the various games you're playing, we can generate stuff with that in mind? So, started doing little generations for potential Elden Ring use. And never did get around to that, but I was trying to see about getting her Death Stranding Polters. I was thinking of Mario Kart. Polter likes Mario Kart, and I'm there like, hey, you know what? You know, it'd be fun. You stream some Mario Kart. Here we go. We got a wheelchair, freaking go kart here. There you go. She never streamed Mario Kart. uh, uh, and let's see. Oh, quite a few that didn't quite make the cuts. Some other ideas in there. Just a lot of things where I was trying to put things together as best as I could. Got back to trying to make some Elden Ring stuff. Started incorporating more aspects of herself. The white beanie kind of became a staple with the jeans and the crop top. And the green boots were what I added at one point because she has a pair of lime green boots that she really likes and always gets compliments on. This is one she sent me. There's Dobby. She generated some Dobby poultice. Kind of hard to stream almost any major Nintendo game. True. Getting back to Elden Ring, I tried to make a Rani at that point, and it was very difficult, like to get the prompts working right there. But I was able to get the living jar. Able to get the living jar going. That was fun. At one point, just on a stream with just in the stream with in the chat of the stream of one of her friends, they referred to her as Detective Poulter, so I just put that together as a as a little joke and sent it to her. I was trying to get some other things going, and like a lot of the Poulters were very, very cute, but it was always leaning too hard into just full chibi mode. and we were trying to avoid full chibi. So I tried leaning harder the other way, and we got mixed results out of that. Like, I tried to make this for a Senua, and it just went all with the legs all over the place. Tried to make Rani again, and we got that. That was never used. But then the idea of doing some Resident Evil came up, and so started putting together some Jill Valentine poultice. Fun stuff like that. This was a fun one. It just made this. Bing just spat that out one day, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm going to go and polish that off. And back to more Elden Ring. I was trying to see about doing a Millennia-inspired kind of thing. But ended up doing... Like, we created her Elden Ring character as a Polter. So, that was nice. Had a couple of versions going on there. This is another one that spat out at one point. It was just like, okay, yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. This is one, I think she used this one for a bit in Lies of P. Where she put that together. Okay. And then around Christmas time last year, I had the idea of like, hey, Ulta, you're ghosts. Christmas ghosts are a thing. We could do like the Christmas Carol ghosts, like over the course of Christmas week or something. And so I'm like, hey, look at this. Look at this. This is fucking amazing. I fucking love this. Charlie was like, nah, I can't use that. She was like, oh, that's gonna mean people are gonna look at that and they're gonna be like, oh, she must think that her disability is like holding her down or something. And I'm like, no, it's a very obvious Christmas Carol reference. It is. No one's gonna get that. Okay, well, how about we get the Ghost of Christmas Past up in here? We got the little flame on their head. We got everything in white. It's like, it's great. It's wonderful. It's great. And I even got a Ghost of Christmas Present over here. And I got the ice and the stuff and all that stuff going and everything nice. And then we got the Ghost of Christmas Future. Christmas yet to come. The Polter of Christmas yet to come. I was very pleased with all of these. She never used any of them. Never used a single one. Yeah. This is when we were trying to see about like expanding on the wheelchair a bit. Started to get the wheelchair turning pink. Started added pentagrams to the tires. A lot of times they looked cool. A lot of times it didn't work right. And it would start spitting out like Stars of David and such. And it's like, why are you doing that? Let's see. This one, I think she used this one a few times. I think. Very nice Polta. Yes. This one, like I said, when she was playing the Lies of P, she was rather enjoying the Lies of P, and she was going through New Game Plus, and I was like, hey, you know what will be great? Laxasia the Complete as a Polter. Quaboom. It actually was a lot easier to convince Bing to make that than I thought it was going to be. And I was like, did it, boys. Lexasia the Complete as a Polter. Lexasia the Polter. Fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. But she didn't use it too much because she doesn't want to look like a hoe, she says. I keep making the hoe polters, and she's like, no, stop that. That's not polter. Polter's not a hoe. Then, oh yeah, I got, she was doing a little more Elden Ring, so I went back to trying to make Ranni, because I never liked how I couldn't get the 4 arms right. And I eventually got that, which I was rather pleased with. She doesn't like the way the cape lays on the ground and messes with the look of floating. But you see, the easiest way to get the 4-armed Ranni Polter is to generate a Ranni that has like 10 arms and then just cut 6 of them off. Job done. That's effectively what I was doing. Is it doing the prompt block? There we go. That's the way you do it. Prompt blocked. I think this is one that she's used a few times. She's rather like that one. Yes, and then that was when she generated this one for Plague Tale. Favorite is the Alice's. Oh yeah, that was. I was trying to like. Oh yeah, she did. I think she did use this one. I think. But. Oh yeah, there's a drink. Drink every time I die, Polta. Oh yeah, she used this one for Plague Tale as well. She generated this one as well. She generated all her Plague Tale ones. They all ended up looking really nice. Then of course some Silent Hill 2. But yeah, I was trying to see about incorporating more like Mad Hatter kind of stuff into Depultis. But maybe it's something about the high-heeled horse killer boots. She is like, nah, you're still making me a hoe Polta. Stop that. And then she ended up making this one. So I was like, okay. I put that one together too. I was like, hey, here we go. There's a nice, like, yeah, let's get some stuff going. She like, nah, I like this. Oh well. But yeah. Ultra Gimp 211. This one was a favorite of a lot, and this is the first one where she actually made a corner Polter without the wheelchair. Where she was like, I'm a ghost, I can float, I don't need the wheelchair. It's not necessarily part of me. Let's make a nice little Polter here for... Like, effectively what happened was she was trying to make some Polters for her Dark Souls streams. And what happened was she got a really nice one that wasn't in a wheelchair. And so she had to reconcile that. She's like, we don't need the wheelchair anymore. We don't. We're going to use this. Then she hands it to me. She asks me to clean it up a bit. And I'm like, I think I could use Generation to give her legs. She's like, you don't need to give her legs. I'm like, I think I can give her legs. She's like, nah, she's going to be in the corner. She doesn't need legs. I'm like, I think I can give her legs. And that, of course, will be this one right here. Which, yeah, if you saw the stream, you might not have realized she actually had a full set of legs. She had an entire set of legs there the whole time. Fortunately, this quality chainmail is very easy to make legs in Photoshop Generation. Can't say that about every kind of legs in Photoshop. But yeah. To do a Dorothy themed one for Liza P? I have Dorothy does like there is a. I'm sorry, Polta. I'm just talking about like this stuff. I'm not showing every single one. I know you don't like all the Ho Poltas I made. Those are for my private collection. This one you've been using. I think I showed this earlier in the stream. This is one that she's been using recently. It's a very nice one, very cute. Yeah. Is this a very nice set, I think. Now this one was one that had the chair, but it didn't have the chair completely, and trying to get that going in Photoshop was... I was having a time, so that's why this one has the chair, but it's still a corner polter. It's just little issues sometimes with that, but it's still that's a great looking polter right there. You haven't used which one yet? That the one I just showed? Oh, you haven't? I thought you... Oh, you used this one. Right. I knew that. Oh, there we go. It finally made something. A hole polter. I made a hole polter. Can we make the hole polter? Okay, we won't make the hole polter. Oh well. Yeah. So it's a nice chill little time, just chatting. Trying desperately to throw prompts at a machine until it makes something. Or the one before? Poltergeist? Poltergimp? But yeah. Though it is frustrating sometimes with Bing, just telling it in a wheelchair, it'll throw up prompt blocks more often, it feels like. I was like, okay, we'll make you a nice looking lady here, but you trying to make a cripple, you a freak. We don't like that. We're blocking it. But yeah, I think that's about time I got. I gotta get to studying my Japanese if I want to keep on learning Japanese right. This was nice, and it was good to talk with everybody and just chill and chat. The stream didn't exactly do numbers, but you know, what are you gonna do? Not everyone is interested in just chilling and chatting when everyone's playing video games and having fun. That's kind of an allure to that. Thank you, Crown. Thank you. But yes, thank you all for watching. I've been Decker Shadow, and remember, it is very satisfying to actually learn how to draw. But I'm fucking impatient. So we could see about Raiden. Is there anyone doing an actual art stream? Anyone doing actual art? Can I just search for general art here? Who the hell is Dark Art Company? I don't know. They got 33 viewers. What's going on there? What the heck is that? Okay, well, Well, that's not happening. Well, I guess we could just end the stream. That was the only one that was showing up when I was searching for art, and I don't know what the hell going on there. But yes. They might be irked by the AI art. Probably. Probably. I mean, most people are. Oh well. Good night, everybody.